Hi everyone, I'm Mirela Ciobanu, lead editor with The Papers, and we are live at the European Identity and Cloud Conference 2025, where I'm about to speak with Viky Manaila, digital identity expert. She has many roles. That's why, Hi Viky, nice to see you.
Hi Mirela, nice to meet you in person finally, because we had a lot of discussions over email and collaboration with The Papers with different articles for your report. Really happy to be with you today.
Where we are going to find more about Viky's roles, because I mentioned digital identity expert, but you wear many hats. And most importantly, we are going to learn how ready are financial institutions, banks, for the 2027 deadline of implementing the European Digital Identity Wallet. But first, tell me more about yourself. I mentioned the hats you are wearing. And the activity you are doing in this space.
A lot of activities, but all related somehow with the topic. I'm currently Trust Services Director with Intesi Group, an Italian qualified trust service provider based in Milan, offering all sorts of EIDAS compliant qualified trust services, working also in the large-scale pilot co-funded by European Commission to implement the EUDI Wallet. At the same time, I'm president for Cloud Signature Consortium, a non-profit association delivering the standards for cloud-based digital signatures. We are actually doing a great job. The standards can be applied by any geographical region, any regulatory requirements regarding cloud-based signatures, and also are implemented for the generation of the signatures with the wallet referenced by the implementing act of the Commission for EUDI framework.
And since you mentioned the framework and I mentioned the deadline of 2027, what is the current status? Are even banks aware of the fact that they need to implement this digital identity wallet?
I can say that the discussion so far was very much focused on the technical aspects, on the standardization, on the implementation, on the readiness of the member states to deliver the wallet, on the large-scale pilot testing and piloting the wallets in different use cases. In these large-scale pilots, there are also several banks piloting mostly payments with the wallets or account opening or loan request and approvals through the wallet. This is just a very small percentage of the financial institutions that currently are operating on the EU market. And there is a clear deadline for industries that are mandated to verify the identity of the customers with a strong, with a very high level of assurance, and to implement strong customer authentication to accept the EUDI wallet. And among those industries, the financial sector is one of them. I'm pretty sure that not many of them are aware about this requirement that is coming. And the deadline is very strict, is December 2027. What does it mean in terms of implementation and compliance for the banks? Not only the banks, financial sector, insurance, yes, utilities providers. So wherever a sectoral regulation is requiring strong customer authentication, they should accept the identity verification with the EUDI wallet. So there are two ways. One, to give access to the customers for the portion of the process where the identity verification is entering into play. So in that case, the banks, because we are talking now about the financial sector, they should allow their customers to present their identity with the EUDI wallet. The second scenario would be to implement further the EUDI wallet into different processes, internal processes. But the first thing to do is to give them access with the wallet and to verify the identity with the wallet. This is a very tough requirement, and the banks are not aware about. What happened in the case they are not implementing these provisions until the deadline? In that case, is a violation of a EU regulation, and this is a very serious breach of the regulation that comes with specific processes for treating such violations and fines and penalties. Quite high,
the question, but now we can dwell a bit on this regarding these violations. So, for example, I remember with the GDPR and others, they were the fines something like % out of the profit. Here, do they have something?
Should be something similar. So it's not like the member states will decide per country what is the fee for a violation or the penalties or a percentage. No, would be equal at the EU level.
Yeah. And you mentioned, and I see that you are very active on LinkedIn on different, regions when going to events. You mentioned that you have a hint of how prepared are banks. But from your discussions, if you were to think of, let's say, champion EU countries or countries that still need to do preparations in terms of banks, can you give some...
in terms of banks implementing the wallet?
Or awareness, more like awareness.
Awareness. No, I think the awareness is at a very low level.
Okay.
Yes, at a very low level. And this is not something that a member state should communicate specifically, or the Commission. Is a collective effort. So everybody that, because we are talking about an ecosystem, the EUDI wallet is not the wallet in itself. All the participants involved delivering services, accepting the wallet, providing services through the wallet, providing credentials, providing all sorts of, you name it. This is an ecosystem that should work seamlessly, is very clearly regulated, who is doing what and what are the rules should play by. In the end, we all should work to communicate, to find for each participant the incentives, the what is interesting for them, why someone should join the ecosystem, what are the benefits, okay? So I will deliver a type of credential, let's say. I'm in that case, I'm a trust service provider. I have very strict requirements to comply with. I have very high penalties in case I don't comply and I'm breaching the regulation. So I should have a motivation, a benefit to do that. This is for the trust services provisioning. On the other side, for relying parties or service providers that are relying their services on getting information from the citizens through the wallet, they also should have benefits, and their benefits are not the same with mine. So every actor in this ecosystem should find its place and its business model.
And now I'm curious also, okay, so I'm a bank, I get to this group, so I get to learn, I want to participate in the ecosystem. I know what are the benefits. At the same time, I have my own wallet. Can this work as being interoperable or...
As a bank?
If I already have some solutions in this area. Can I make use of this and to connect to the ecosystem?
I don't think the banks
to take it from zero.
No, I don't think the banks have wallet. They have mobile app for banking services. So I don't think they should work on top of that to deliver wallet capabilities, because it doesn't make much sense.
Okay.
Is a costly effort. It requires a lot to implement, to integrate. And why? Because in the end, not the wallet in itself is the business case. It is a way, a mechanism through which you are delivering services, and you are circulating information and data with a high level of protection from sensitivity point of view, from privacy, from security. Okay, so banks should work to implement the EUDI wallet where enters into play. For instance, I need to open a banking account for a company. For that, the banks is requiring a lot of information, a lot of documents, proving that the company exists, that is in good standing, that who is the person entitled to engage the company to sign for an account opening, who is the person entitled to sign transactions and payments, who is the person entitled to sign credit contracts, to engage the company. So all sort of documents, all these type of documents through a wallet are in the form of verifiable credential or electronic attestation of attributes with the legal value. Because this is important. You as a bank not only get the information accurate without errors, because you don't have to manually process that information and to enter it to your core banking systems. You are getting directly accurate information with legal value, because are verified from authentic sources, from business registries, for instance. You don't have to handle the data and to preserve the data for the entire period the company has an account with you as a bank, and also after ending the contractual relationship, you have to preserve it for 10 years, 15 years. Each bank has its own rules.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of benefits.
A
lot of benefits, but they are not aware of.
Okay, exactly. I was curious, since it's obvious then to join.
Yes, it's obvious. So
what's
if I be in a C-level position for in a bank, I will jump immediately. Let's do that.
Yeah. So actually, my next question. Yeah. If I were a banker, how should I start? What should I do? What should it be on top priority?
To first of all, to make the decision. Yes, this is something that not only we are obliged to do, but we can further extend it, improving our services delivered to the citizens, cutting the cost dramatically. Raising the security and the accuracy of our data, moving also further to cutting the cost for compliance on data protection, on the I don't know. So there are a lot of benefits of the banks.
So bankers jump in, the European Digital Identity Wallet, And
let's have a talk.
Since you mentioned talk, and we are here at EIC, I noticed that there are so many presentations, panels, discussions around the adoption of the wallet. And it's also focusing on different countries, what efforts they are doing, and the people that are talking have various background and experiences. What are your takes so far regarding this topic, the European Digital Identity Wallet? I see people that are confident that will happen.
Yeah, absolutely will happen. I don't have any doubt it will happen. It's here. Well, there are 30 countries, 27 member states plus the other 3 countries. Each of them will have at least one wallet. At least one wallet delivered to the citizens. there are not at the same, not all the member states are at the same level. There are countries, I saw different approaches, countries relying on reference implementation wallet, the solution delivered, funded by the Commission with an open source license that any member states can take it and adopt it and implement it within a national framework, not only as a member state, but also as a company, as a private company, you can take those libraries, and because it was a tremendous effort to deliver that, and is very well documented, and is relying on standards and tested, and so there are countries working on the reference implementations. There are other countries that built on top of the existing EIDs applications, improving those with adding wallet functionalities and making a kind of a super app. There are other countries starting from scratch by their way to deliver, to build a wallet, EUDI wallet. So there are 3 different approaches.
Yes.
I cannot say the one is better, the other one is less good, or this is the best, to go for it. No, it's based on the country level, on the culture, on the political decisions, because it's also a political decision on the budget they have.
Yeah. And also, if you think about people having discussions, have you noticed, some different trends, perspective, paradigms, when it comes to this wallet?
Paradigms.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, people that advocate more, or maybe there are others that are reluctant in these terms. Have you noticed trends?
Advocating for wallet or for a particular solution?
For a particular solution, or?
No, I don't think. I haven't noticed this kind of discussion. This is better, this is worse, or no, because...
So collaboration is a true one.
Yes, it is very collaborative effort, and sharing experiences, good and bad, because we learn from others' mistakes. We found out how they overcome a certain issue. Is truly a very open, collaborative approach, and I'm so happy for that.
Actually, it's a good way to end our conversation with a positive outcome from the digital identity wallet, this idea of collaboration and sharing
the large scale pilot were an excellent way to work together the most brilliant minds in EU from all countries, governmental institutions, private sector, all together trying to do their best to have solutions delivered, to have compliance, to analyze what is working, what is not working, to share this information with the European Commission, with the standardization bodies, because there are so many players in this ecosystem, and we cannot work one without each other.
The dependency.
And
similarly, the paper readership cannot, be informed if there were digital identity experts like you joining the conversation.
Thank you.
Thank you, Viky, for...
I wish to your readers and your subscribers to follow. I actually advise them to follow your articles and interviews, because they are very informative.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Viky, for today's discussion.
Thank you. Very pleasure.